Once you log into the JLSA website, roll underneath Resources and then click on Goodwill Donation Procedure. Underneath the Goodwill Donation Procedure page, you'll find all the information that you need to know about donating to Goodwill, including the donation deadline and how much you're supposed to donate. To obtain the tracker, underneath Donation Tracking Process number 2, you'll see JLSA Donation Tracker. This is for a PC. Or you can get your tracker for a Mac by clicking here. I'm going to go ahead and click here because I'm using a PC. Go ahead and fill out your tracker and pay careful attention to the columns underneath the description. So for example, tops, shirts, and blouses, make sure you're indicating if it's a men's blouse, a women's blouse, or a child's blouse. There is all different types of sections for different types of clothing. Then over here you have furniture and household miscellaneous items. Once you input the amount that you donated, the amount that it's equivalent to will show up here. If you have any Julia's Attic items, make sure to drop off the Julia's Attic items at any of your general membership meetings, which means the large meetings that all of the membership come to. They'll have a table available for you to donate Julia's Attic items. If you have any Julia's Attic items, go ahead and list them here and give the estimated total for your Julia's Attic items. If you have any items that were not listed, down below the Julia's Attic items, you'll see a column for additional donated items that are not shown on the list. For example, I just recently moved, so I donated a lot of shelves, a really great galvanized bucket, and a plastic shelf organizer. And so I listed those here and then gave the estimated total for those. Once you finish putting in all of your donations, make sure to put your name and telephone number here. Also, at the top, there's another place for your name and the date that you donated. Once you indicate that you fill out your entire tracker, put your name, it'll show how much you've donated here. Make sure it's equivalent to $100, and go ahead and save your tracker to be able to submit. The next thing that you need to do is make sure to take a picture of your Goodwill receipt and write the total on it. And take that picture and just email it to yourself. You can also scan the receipt in if you have access to a scanner. I don't, so I just snapped a quick picture on my iPhone, emailed it to myself, and saved it to my desktop. So you can see my Goodwill receipt has the date that I submitted my donation here at the top. And I just went on my tracker, it tracked the total for me, so I just wrote it down here at the bottom and circled it. Now it's time to go ahead and submit our Goodwill donation. So again, I'm on the Goodwill Quota Donation Procedure page underneath Resources and Goodwill Quota Donation Procedure. So while I'm on this page, on the 6th paragraph underneath Online Goodwill Form, I'm going to go ahead and click on that and let it load. Then I'm just going to go ahead and input all of this information and attach both of my files. All right, I've gone ahead and inputted all the information on my Goodwill page. I've attached my Goodwill tracker form here. I've inputted the total from the tracker. I've put the receipt here, making sure that on that receipt, I've put the total. Remember from previously in the video, I wrote the total and circled it. And that's very important because they're telling you right here, it must have the total on it. And you also have to check a box saying that you won't receive credit unless you upload the Goodwill receipt with the amount on it. So make sure that you put the amount on it. Once you've done that, simply click Submit. And within a couple of days, you should hear from the Goodwill committee letting you know that you have received credit. Actually, you won't hear from the Goodwill committee. You should see it on your home page. Underneath Goodwill Quota Donation, it'll show that it's completed. It'll show the amount that you have submitted, and you'll have a check mark in the box right here. A few things to note about Goodwill. It's okay if you go and collect donations from friends and family members if you don't have enough for the $100, because I know, like before I was married, I didn't have enough clothes and things to donate to Goodwill because I was, single living on my own. So I just went into my mom's house, raided her closet, grabbed a few things that she didn't need, as well as my brother and my sister-in-law, and I was able to donate those to Goodwill. So if you don't have enough for that $100 requirement, make sure that you hit up friends and family, coworkers, things like that, so you can make that $100 requirement. Let me know if you have any questions about donating to Goodwill.